Completing the flooring last week really brought us so much closer to the end of this project. We are this close to being able to move in, which is really exciting because, let's be honest, there were some parts over the last few years where we didn't think we'd ever be moving into here.
Welcome to the middle of the woods, where we're building a home using shipping containers. By upcycling 4 40-foot long shipping containers, we were able to create a spacious and modern floor plan powered entirely by the sun. Today, we're not only adding some state-of-the-art tech to the home, but we're making some bold choices as we continue to build out the interior. We post a new video every Sunday, so if you end up enjoying today, give it a thumbs up and come along.
I wanna run away with you. I don't really care where to. Just wanna be alone with you.
One thing that's been top of mind throughout the entire build has been the efficiency of the house. Not only for affordability and making sure we're able to live completely off of our solar panels, but also for the comfort of the house. So you might remember before we finished the subfloor and then put the finished floor up in the family room, we had a bunch of ductwork run underneath so that we could get some air circulation to all the bedrooms downstairs, as well as the kitchen, the living room. Well, all that ductwork ties together and it all goes up into the attic. The HVAC crew was just here and tied it all together, which means the house is finally able to breathe. This system behind me may look a little complicated, but it's not. It's basically the lungs of the house. So the way this works is all the ductwork is coming here. We have ductwork that's bringing air into the house and ductwork that's taking the air out of the house. What's really cool is even our bathrooms are tied into this system as well as our kitchen. So traditionally, when you're showering or cooking and you turn on your exhaust fan, you're just blowing 100% of that air outside. That air has a lot of potential to preheat the new incoming air into the house. So that's what it does. It comes all the way up here, goes through a heat exchanger and takes that hot air or the heat out of the air that's leaving the house and transfers it to the air that's coming into the house, which really reduces the amount of heat that we need to use to bring that outside air up to temperature to make it comfortable inside the house. Hopefully that makes sense. But huge shout out to Tyler, because this is where the system gets really cool. This filter can take out, the traditional things filters do, like the dust, the pollen, the allergens, all the bad stuff. But we went with a HEPA filter and the weave is a MERV 13. So that means we're able to have hospital grade air in our home, so we don't have to worry about bacteria, viruses. If one of us is sick, the rest of the house is going to be fine because that bacteria isn't going to just be hanging out in the air. It's going to be going through the ductwork, getting stuck in the filter, and then only clean air is going to be sent back into the living spaces. That's also great because we are in the middle of the woods, so if we have a really bad wildfire season and smoke is rolling through, we'll be fine and able to breathe inside, which is, a bit of peace of mind. It really is such cool technology in such a small little box, but it's a big thing off of the to-do list, so let's keep the momentum rolling. All right, so we are changing gears and working on getting the cabinet banks in. This is really exciting because Dumpy built all of these cabinets, so we're getting them in so that we can finish the little bit of flooring left on the main floor. Do you want these drawers out as well?
Yep. Man, she's crooked.
That's why I was just looking at the...
Yeah, look at this.
That's just the drywall bowing. That's probably because those studs all warped when they foamed.
Because I got to make the front of the cabinets straight. Worst of it is,
There'll be a gap.
what are we going to be when we get down to that one?
And we'll end up with a gap behind the oven.
Not one there, it's got to be shimmed up a little bit. I'm going to put some screws in this one, then we'll level it up.
Okay.
Build a container house, they said.
I'd burn it down, but it won't burn. Is this your favorite type of work though? Like doing like the cabinetry and...
Oh yeah, I'd sooner do this than...
Really?
Actually, I'd just soon take a chainsaw and go to the woods and cut wood.
Snowing. Could go build a snowman instead. Be more enjoyable.
Yeah, fuck it, let's go build a snowman.
Alexa, how much snow is in the forecast?
It's snowing right now.
Thank you.
You dummy.
I have a feeling AI is not going to take over the world quite yet. The island should be pretty easy. Don't got to worry about the walls.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm really glad that I left when I did because the roads were getting pretty bad by the time I got home. Sure, thank you. Which is kind of sad because I was, mentally prepared for it to be fully spring, but we're in that weird time where like today is spring, tomorrow is winter.
No, we're in that period where you're in denial of the time of year. Every single year without fail, Todd's like, this is going to be an early spring. I'm actually going to run up and show them after the garden that you've got started up there.
Oh yeah, I got quite a few seeds. I think there's like 650 seedlings started.
All of these plants are not even the stuff that we're going to be growing, like all of our fruits and vegetables. These are just perennials and annuals because Todd said this is the year we're not buying a single one. So it's going to be an interesting experiment.
Yeah, well, and I didn't say I'm not buying a single one. I said I wanted to cut down the bill.
Oh,
so,
that's just what I heard.
Yeah, you heard what you wanted to hear.
Since we've got a little nursery up there.
But I figured, it's $2.49 for like a packet of seeds, and if I get quite a few out of it or I only get one, it's still cheaper than buying a whole plant at the store.
That's math with Todd.
Plant math.
Yeah. I really wish that I could have been there today to see that system going.
It was better you were here, getting things ready.
I spent the day cleaning and I went grocery shopping, picking up a bunch of stuff because we've got some extra special guests coming to stay with us for the next week. I'm just so excited. So
yeah, it's going to be good. But for tonight, we're just chilling, snuggling with our little buddy.
Yeah, Todd's doing some Lego.
Yeah.
He's working on the Harry Potter castle, so it's an exciting night around here, isn't it, buddy?
Will you two stop it?
They're constant.
Constant at each other. It's so cute, though.
It's funny, Eddie and Charlie they do their own thing now. They just let Squirrel and Earl duke it out.
At the beginning, Eddie would interject when he thought it was getting too rough. But
he knows now.
Now he's like, you know what? They're on their own. I have done my efforts, but you can't teach them if they don't want to learn.
Anyway, it's not exactly an exciting night around here. We're just going to relax before all the excitement begins over the next week. So.
Yeah, get ahead on some sleep, call it an early night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. We are getting to work on painting the interior doors, which is really exciting. They're all leaned up against the walls so that I can paint them. Also, I need to get the elephant out of the room in case my lip starts to swell. I had to clean up the whole main floor to get all the dust out of here this morning. One thing led to another, and I was having a fight with the shop vac trying to get a piece off. When it let go, it came up and hit me right in the lip, and it really hurt, so I'm nervous it's gonna bruise. I didn't get lip injections. We are painting the interior doors black. I think it's gonna be a really nice contrast to all the white walls and trim, having the black doors, which will match the black windows and the black exterior doors. Beautiful. These come pre-primed, so I don't need to prime them or anything, but they are heavy because they're like pretty solid. Oh, I think it's gonna look really nice. We are so close to being done, the house, and it's a weird feeling because I'm like, what are we gonna do next? Okay, these are looking really good, but I've got a lot more of these to do, and then I have to do them all again, and then I gotta flip them, and then I gotta do the backside, and then I gotta do a second coat on it. So I am just gonna put some music on, get jamming, and get some paint done. Okay, time to flip these bad boys. Now back to a blank canvas. The funny thing is I'm doing all this work for things that you'll most likely not see very often. Because a lot of times these doors are just gonna be left open, which means they're in the wall and you can't even see them. So funny. Boom, done.
So I gotta tell you, this is about the last thing that I thought was gonna happen this week. I am so over the moon right now. My sister just recently had a little boy. It's the first baby on our side of the family, and he is just the cutest. The boys are so gentle with him, Eddie especially. He's just like always watching, just on guard. So my side of our family lives in Newfoundland, which is actually really close to Nova Scotia. It's just one province over. It's about an hour-and-a-half flight. The thing is, though, there's only one airline provider, so the flights are ridiculous. But my sister got a really good seat sale, so that's why she decided to come over last minute for a few days. But we were just chatting. We absolutely need to do what we did last year. We convinced our entire family, instead of visiting each other throughout the year, save all of the travel money so we could go on a big group trip together. It was one of the best family things that we've ever done. We hadn't done a family vacation before, but a big part of your travel budget is making sure you ditch the roaming fees, which brings me to the sponsor of this week's video, Saily. If you've never heard of Saily before, it's an eSIM. And if you don't know what a SIM is, it's just that little chip that goes into the side of your phone that allows you to connect to the internet and make phone calls. So how it would work previously, if you were going on a trip and you were going out of country, you'd either have to pay the roaming fees that are connected to your phone plan, or when you land, you'd have to go pick up one of those physical SIMs. That's very time consuming. It takes away parts of your trip, and also it's still more expensive than an electronic SIM. If you open up the Saily app, you can search for any country in the world that you're interested in traveling to. You will not believe how affordable these plans are. The best and most powerful feature about Saily is their geographic plans. You can do a Caribbean pass or a European pass and get access to all of the countries underneath that umbrella, which is saving you even more money. I cannot recommend Saily enough. Anytime we travel, we make sure that we use it. If you scan the QR code or click the link in the description box down below and use our code Tyler and Todd, you're gonna get an exclusive deal that you won't find anywhere else. So make sure you check that out. All right, I think this is all our plan is today. We're just gonna come up with some plans and relax and spend some time together.
The good news is a second coat is on all the doors. The bad news is they need a third coat because I'm not happy with them yet. I still find them a little bit streaky. And I know it'll drive me crazy. And it's just easier to do it now than to end up, wishing I had have done it or try and cut them in once they're hung up and in the walls. That's what I'm telling myself. Do it right the first time. Okay. Standing now, no backing down.
Now I'm standing here hungry and I'm ready for action.
Okay, so it is several hours later and I have 3 coats on both sides of all the doors. And I am gonna call it a day because this was a lot of work, but also it's starting to snow out there, so I wanna get home before the roads get really slippery. I'm gonna call this a win for today, and now we're ready to install the doors.
Going prepared.
No, I did that already.
Really rub it in. Yeah. Do you fuck around with wasabi?
No.
No. The ginger?
No.
I find it ruins it.
Too sippy.
Too sippy. Good morning. We ended up taking the last couple of days off from building, from filming, from doing really anything except spending time together. It was nice that Todd put down the paintbrush, put down all of the work to just hang out with us, but it is back to work. As you can see behind me, I have got a pretty big to-do list going. We've got one more big project that we want to tackle this week, so we're gonna get set up and go after it.
Never done these before.
It stops them from slamming, I guess.
There's 2 in 1, so it should be the opposite on this one.
I think it goes in.
Place next to the 3-wheel ball
Yeah,
hanger at
yeah.
the end of the dampener.
Well, that's in progress.
Sounds like you guys kind of know what you're doing.
Kinda.
All this work and you're never even gonna see them. Everyone has to compliment the bathroom door while they're taking a shit.
That's right.
There's a drill bit, a crissy-crossy one just in the laundry closet if you want it.
Did you say crissy-crossy?
He knows what we mean.
It's a lingo.
Yeah, and he's teaching us how to build and we're teaching him how to properly pronounce tools.
Did you say Mr. Square was invented in Canada? Did you tell us that?
Yeah, that's why Canada's the only place that uses it.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I don't think it's very common in the States.
I'm gonna have to get on the inside.
Hopefully the door opens. How's that?
Good. We might as well hang all the doors like that. And then
Yeah.
we can-
Yeah.
Just gotta be careful opening and closing them with the guides because they'll scrape on the sides. And
How does that work? That stops it from going side to side?
I'm moving faster than my feet wow. I feel the pumping from the beat now. Feel like I'm running with
well, I guess you didn't take any of those.
I guess we may as well lift them up.
Yeah. Finish on with the pockets.
I'll hang it anyway.
Okay.
That's it?
Yeah, just the 3.
Oh, I guess there's just 3.
everything's easy when you look back and see me still dancing. You know that I just can't get enough.
Nice. That wasn't too bad.
That part's done.
I can't stop. No, 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 I can't stop. No, no, no. And if the world's going crazy, baby, that don't mean a thing. I can't stop.
Looks good.
Ready for trim.
Funny how Dumpy always gets out of the heavy lifting, eh?
You know what? I'd rather be doing this though than trying to figure out the measurements in there.
Same.
Everything's easy when you look back and see me.
When's this piece go on?
I have no idea.
Who's gonna put their fingers in there? Because it's supposed to stop you from pinching your fingers.
Search it out, I bet you could probably find a
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
little 12-volt motor we could gear onto it.
Just a wench from
Siri,
Princess Auto.
open bedroom door.
Yeah,
Alexa. Who is it?
Alexa.
Alexa?
We're not a Siri household.
Now stand back and look at it.
Ooh. So far you like the soft close feature on the pocket doors and the electric blinds.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Can't stop.
At least I got the doors painted.
Well, I just marked them.
What, you think I can't read?
I don't know. There's your 1/2-inch plywood.
That's what they said.
How thick is that?
Oh, I told Todd that it wasn't right.
Also, it's his fault. He said it was you.
Todd, did I not tell you
I
that?
didn't say it was you.
Anything goes now and then. Just that little light did. Got it right here. Anything goes now and then.
The 3/4 works, no scratches.
Good.
Forget what my measurement was.
Welcome to my world.
We can take it up all the way, baby. Keep it on the road. Oh, I know
Beautiful.
Stunning.
Just gotta get the handles on. Then it'll be easier to pull them out of the wall.
Talk about a transformation.
Oh yeah, it really made this space pop.
I was very skeptical, I will admit. The idea to paint the doors black was totally Todd's. I had nothing to do with it, and I thought it was terrible. Terrible idea. I've never been in a house with black doors, actually, so I don't know why I was so against it. I just thought it would look bad, but it really looks good. I can't imagine them white now.
Yeah, I know. It just I think it just ties them to all the black fixtures, like the windows, the exterior doors, when the faucets are in, all that kind of stuff. It's just the accent color throughout. But
Yeah,
I really like it.
I do too. So there's still a little bit of work to do. We've obviously got to paint all of this wood here, and we still have some trim around the door to do, but
It's a win.
it's a win. It's been a busy week. We've scratched as many things off the to-do list as we can. We're just gonna keep the momentum rolling.
Yeah, exactly. We are on the home stretch, which is so exciting. So we're gonna get this trim on so we can get some furniture in.
Well, we've got a few. We've actually been keeping a little bit of a secret from you guys. We've been tackling probably the biggest project left of the house, so
Yeah.
we'll fill you in soon.
All right. See you next Sunday.
Bye.